Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Mass Effect. Yes, it's finally here. I know some of you have been quite excited for this already, and I'm quite excited myself as well. So, we finally left behind the medieval fantasy world of Dragon Age and are now ready to immerse ourselves into the futuristic science fiction world of Mass Effect. But as usual, before I start up the game, let me say a few words to potential new viewers. So if you just came across this video and haven't watched any of my previous Let's Plays, welcome! My name is Skadi and today I am going to start a full blind playthrough of the entire Mass Effect trilogy, meaning the original 3 games. I know there's a new game coming up soonish, which I will play eventually, but for now I'm going to stick to the first trilogy. As I said, it's going to be a blind playthrough. My knowledge of this game is very limited. Basically, I know that it plays in space and that's about it. And I would like to keep it that way, so I would like to ask you to keep the comment section spoiler free. If you want to discuss something spoilery with other people in the comments, please use some sort of spoiler shield and put a disclaimer in your comment that it's going to be a spoiler, so that I don't accidentally click on it. It is also okay to give me, gameplay advice or advice regarding combat and stuff. I've actually been getting quite a lot of them already, even before starting this Let's Play. Or, just hints that are very vague and don't actually spoil anything in terms of story. Also, maybe a few words in regards to my general play style. My style has been described as semi-roleplay, so I like to put some thought into developing my characters, and I try to give them a coherent personality. And when it comes to the major decisions, I usually try to make the decision from my character's point of view, and I try to imagine what they would do in that situation. And I like to explain my decisions, so I tend to talk a lot about why I do what I do. Also, I pride myself in being very thorough, so I usually explore a lot, I talk to everyone, and I use all the dialogue options, and I do all the side quests and stuff like that. I even read the codex entries. I don't always do that on camera. Most of it I do actually off camera, but I really always try to get as much of the game and the story and the lore as possible. So, if this is your kind of thing, then by all means pull up a chair, subscribe if you like. There is going to be 1 episode of Mass Effect each day. So that's something you can always look forward to. You can also follow me on Twitter if you like, for, channel updates and other channel related stuff, or just my occasional attempts at fan art. And you find the link for that in the description of the video or on my channel page. Alright, I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about that. So let's start up the game. Now, ever since I announced that I would be playing Mass Effect on this channel, I have been getting numerous comments and messages from people giving me advice in regards to the gameplay and other general stuff. And one advice I got by at least 2 people was that I should install a mod that adds better textures to the game. And yeah, I did it, so the game should look, well, better than it looked originally, at least. I can't really say, because obviously I don't know how it looked in its vanilla state. But in order to make sure that everything was working correctly and that my recording software is recording correctly, I had to start up the game for a few minutes, up until the point where you can, control your character, which is like 4 or 5 minutes into the game. And I made sure everything is working correctly. But obviously, we actually want to customize our character for the proper playthrough. So let's go and start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Well, right, then let's connect to the database.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright, here we are. And yes, obviously we want to make our own character, and obviously it's going to be a custom female.
Please log in to access your profile.
And I have to give her a name. And long-time viewers of my channel know that I always like to name my characters after goddesses. We had Skadi, Juno and Freya. And I think for this character I'm going back to the Greek mythology. Well, actually I never had a Greek one. I had two North ones and a Roman one. But this one I will call Eris, which is the Greek goddess of strife and the wife of the war god Ares. So she's going to be called Commander Shepard.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Oh no! My data has been corrupted.
Please reconstruct profile.
It's a really nice and neat intro screen though.
Confirm
that you
pre-service history.
have to kind of reconstruct your profile. I kind of question the security of this method. If your data gets corrupted, you can just input whatever you like. That doesn't seem to be very safe, but it's a very neat idea anyway. So right, as far as I understand, I can now decide her background story. I have been getting some advice on this as well. And I have been reading the descriptions of the different options when I made my test recording. So when it comes to the pre-service history, I actually have a very clear favorite of what I want to take, and that's going to be the Spacer. Maybe let's read the description of this as well. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. What I like about the Spacer background is basically it embodies a quality that I usually give to all of my characters. And that's, all my characters always were kind of adventurous. They were always curious about the world and always interested in, just going out there and doing something exciting. And I kind of think that this background is basically the embodiment of adventure. So I really like this, and I like the idea that basically space is her home. And I'm also not that fond of the other two options. A colonist is kind of like your tragic, traumatic backstory. Yeah, I don't know, it seems to be very common that you give heroes in a story some sort of traumatic backstory to explain why they are what they are. But I don't really think that's necessary. I think it's completely fine to have a hero that is not like emotionally scarred already. So I'm not really into that sort of background story. Earthborn is fine, I suppose. It's basically, working your way up from low beginnings. That's okay. But I just like the Spacer background the most. So yeah, we're going to go with Spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
And now we have to pick the psychological profile. And yeah, this is a little bit more difficult because I have some issues with all of them and I don't really like any of them that much. I mean, Soul Survivor again is your traumatic backstory that I don't really want to go for. I mean, you can really mess up your character by making him or her like colonist plus Soul Survivor. I mean, that is a serious stroke of bad luck, isn't it? but I don't really want to give her that sort of baggage, so I'm not going to go for Sole Survivor. And we have the War Hero. That sounds all very nice, but I think it's maybe a little bit too nice, especially combined with Spacer. I think it's maybe a little bit too smooth as a personal history. And I mean, the way I imagine the game to go is that she will have lots of hero moments to come in the next 3 games. So it feels kind of weird to have a character that already is a hero. I think she has to become one, and she shouldn't start off being one already. So not really fond of War Hero either. So, I guess I'm actually going for Ruthless, even though I have some reservations about this option as well. Maybe let's read the description of this first. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. My problem with this option is it feels that it very strongly predefines your character already. And if you watch my previous Let's Plays, then you know that I normally don't really go for that sort of character. But I've been told that the effect of your background on the game itself isn't really that great. It has some different dialogue choices and you get a different mission for it. And I mean, in the end, the description is vague enough that I think it gives me some leeway to make her different. So I don't imagine her to be somebody that is like needlessly cruel and that, you know, has no regard for human or, I don't know, alien life, as the case may be. I suppose there will be aliens. So, I mean, she's military, and I think if you're in the military, you know that sometimes people have to die to get a job done, but there has to be a certain balance between, you know, the importance of your goal and the amount of life you're willing to sacrifice for it. So, yes, I can see her as being ruthless in that regard, that she's willing to make those sacrifices, but I think she's still reasonable enough to not use it as like a first option, and that she is willing to, you know, entertain other possibilities to get the job done as well. Plus, I mean, it says that you've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. I mean, maybe she's been called that, but it doesn't mean that she is this all the time. Maybe, you know, if you get to know her better, she can actually be quite supportive. And as you know, I am usually nice to my companions, so I don't think I will make her some really cold-hearted person in general. So I guess she is maybe kind of ruthless to her enemies, but I don't think she is going to be, you know, really cold towards her comrades. So yeah. But since I don't really like Soul Survivor and I think War Hero is too stereotypical, I will pick the ruthless background anyway. So yeah, let's do this.
Confirm military specialization.
And finally, I have to pick my class, and yes, I have been getting some advanced info on the different classes, and I also familiarized myself with the descriptions. So as far as I understand it, you basically have these biotic classes, and the biotics are essentially the science fiction equivalent to magic. So an adept would basically be a space mage, so to speak. And the soldier is probably the closest one to a warrior. And you have an engineer, which is, I don't know, it seems kind of like a support class. And you have these other classes, which are basically a mix between the 3 base classes. This is how I understand this. And yes, I have a very clear favorite here. First of all, I think I'm going to stay away from the biotic classes for now, because I don't know, I just like the idea of playing a person that is essentially normal, you know, somebody like you and me, and who is just, you know, in the position that she is because she works very hard and she's very tenacious, and not because she has some um, special gift given to her at birth or something like that. But you know, just a normal person that can, you know, do normal stuff, but does it very well. So it's not going to be the Adept, it's not going to be the Sentinel, and it's not going to be the Vanguard. Well, apparently Vanguard playthroughs are very common on YouTube. I've been told by several people. So I'm sure you can find somebody else if you're really looking for that class. So that leaves the Infiltrator, the Engineer, and the Soldier. Not really feeling Engineer, so my decision was basically between the Infiltrator and the Soldier. Infiltrator kinda sounds to me like a class that requires a certain amount of stealth and sneakiness, and I'm not very good at that. So, yes, I'm going for the blunt method approach again. I always play warriors and fantasy games, so it makes sense that in a science fiction game I go for the soldier. And I really like the idea that she is, you know, basically just that, a soldier, a normal woman with a shotgun that can do great stuff with a shotgun and, you know, just with her basic skills, and that doesn't have, you know, those special space magic skills or whatever. So, yeah, we're going with soldier.
Confirm facial identification.
And yeah, finally, we have to customize her appearance. Now, since this game is a little bit older, I don't expect the character creation to be as detailed as it was in Dragon Age Inquisition, so I hope this isn't going to take that long. However, since I'm going to play the same character throughout all 3 games, I have to make this right, so indulge me a little bit here. Alright, I can turn her head, that is fine. No, just look straight forward, girl, thank you. Okay, so what can we do here? Again, I'm trying to make this quick. Yeah, I think this is fine as a structure. The skin tone is fine as it is as well. Sure, let's go with some freckles again, and yes, let's give her a scar. I like scars. I think I actually like this one. Yep, let's take this one. And maybe I want to kill the hair again before I do anything else. No, this is okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the hair so that I can actually see her face a little bit better. Alright, yeah, neck thickness, I think that is fine the way it is. Face size. And yes, now the filling begins. I think it's fine this way. Cheekbones. My usual strategy is to change her a little bit from the default so that she doesn't look, you know, exactly like the default, but not change it too much because this usually ends up looking weird in cutscenes for me. But I think this is fine. What does this even do? Oh, I see. Yeah, sure, let's keep it like that. And some normal sized ears. Okay, I think this is fine. Alright, eyes. Eye shape. Those are some really big eyes. And apparently you can't even change the size of the eyes. I don't know, I'm inclined to either stick with the default ones, or maybe we are going with this one. I mean, she has ridiculously long eyelashes, but okay, let's keep this anyway. And I hide. I think I like it like this. Okay, this is the distance between them. Maybe something like this. Eye depth. What does this even do? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just put it like this. Brow depth. Oh, I need to look from the side. Okay, I see. Yeah, as I always like to say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. This looks fine the way it is. Brow height. Oh, let's put it all to the left. And iris color. Well, I always like green eyes, so let's go for the very green ones. And let's have a look at the jaw. Chin height. Yeah, no, I think it's fine this way. Chin depth could maybe be a little bit more. Sure, why not? Let's give her a bit of a more unique chin. Okay, and now chin width. Yeah, let's put it somewhere like here, maybe. And I think the jaw is fine the way it is. Okay. And now the mouth. Let's see, mouth shape. I don't know. I think I may actually stick with the default one here. Or maybe this one. I don't know. Let's just keep the default mouth. I think the depth is probably fine as well. Yes, let's keep it like this. No, this is fine as well. Lip size. Yeah, sure, maybe let's make it a little bit bigger. Like so. And maybe a little bit higher as well. Okay. Alright, alright. And the nose. This is important. So what do we got here? Kinda like this one. Nah. No. No. I think I liked yeah, I think I like this one the best. I know I always like a very characteristic nose, and yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Let's take this. This can stay all to the left. And yeah, I think this is fine the way it is as well. Okay. And now for the hair. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, this is some sort of bun. Oh no, this is the bro. Wait. I didn't want to change this now. Let's continue with the hair. This seems to be some other sort of bun. And yet another bun. And a really big bun. And this is some sort of ponytail. Yeah, I guess I go for one of the buns. I think this one is fine. Very practical. You know, she's a soldier, so I guess she doesn't really spend that much time doing her hair. So I think this is fine. Right, bro. I think this was actually the original one. I think I'm just going to keep this one. This is fine. And yeah, let's make it black like the hair. And finally the makeup. I mean, I usually don't use heavy makeup on my characters. Yeah, no blush color. And I think the lips are fine as well. Maybe some eyeshadow, if it's not too strong. I guess this is no eyeshadow at all, but it looks kind of weird. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not deviate from my normal practice and actually give her a little bit stronger makeup? I think this looks fine. So yeah, I think we're done here. Yep, I'm quite content with my character, so I suppose we can finalize this.
Profile reconstruction complete.
So here she is, Heiress Shepard, origin spacer, reputation ruthless, class soldier. Let's accept it. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings. Right.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, difficulty. I think somebody said that I should start on hard, which I guess would be veteran. But to be honest, at least for learning the game, I probably want to keep it on normal, and if I can deal with it, then I can turn up the difficulty. I haven't really played many shooters in recent times, so I feel that I should at least keep it on normal while I practice things. How to level up? No, I think I'm able to level up my characters myself. Target assist normal, I think that can stay that way. And for now I will keep the squad power usage to active, which means that my companions use skills on their own, I believe. Subtitles yes, autosave yes. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's go.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She got most of her unit killed on Torfin.
She gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the great discovery in human history, and the civilizations call it Mass Effect. Okay, that was a little bit too fast.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Alright, and yes, here we are in the game, and we can make our first dialogue choice. And yes, this is very familiar. Dialogue wheel, 3 options. And so, what I've been gathering from this short intro, one of the persons addressed me as Commander. So, on a ship, Commander usually means second in command. But one way or the other, I'm going to assume that the guys in front of me are my subordinates. And that the other guy, the kind of insect-looking guy, was another officer or some other important person. So I should probably tell them to cut the chatter, because that doesn't seem very professional to talk bad behind the back of another officer. So yeah, cut the chatter, guys.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yep, and apparently you made him mad.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Well, apparently the captain is not the only one in a bad mood at the moment. But yeah, so here I am, and I'm actually controlling my character. This will take a little bit getting used to, because the controls, well, it steers a little bit different than in Dragon Age. I familiarized myself with the key bindings already, so I hope that I know what I have to do. I think I can interact with people using E.
The Captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
Okay, so this is how it works, and I'm already getting stuck on some
You
things.
probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Okay, so I'm supposed to go and talk to the captain. I have a journal, very nice. You are Lieutenant Commander Shepard, Executive Officer on the SSV Normandy. Oh, so I'm a Lieutenant Commander, actually. Well, I still think that the guys in front of me were my subordinates. So go speak to Captain Anderson in the comm room. Alright. Do I have a map? Yes, I do have a map as well. So this is the bridge. This is where I am. And the comm room is basically on the other side of the ship. Okay. Okay. But I think the captain can wait a few more minutes for me, so that I can actually look around this fancy ship.
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Alright, so the game tutorial apparently wants me to talk to this person, so let's do this.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Well, yes, and I heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Well, let's investigate. Also, I gotta say, I like how the scar is actually cutting through her eyebrow. I mean, in Dragon Age Inquisition, I also had a scar that kinda was over her eyebrow, but it didn't actually cut through it. So I like how her eyebrow looks with a scar on it. Okay, so apparently we can ask him about a few things here.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
What do you mean by that?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Tell me about the captain as well.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Yeah, I guess this is a point in the game where they give you all sorts of basic information on, game law and mechanics. I mean, normally you would expect that the commander of a ship knows about the stealth systems and the captain and whatnot, but, you kind of have to ask it anyways, so you can get the information to the player. And he told me about the Turian Spectre as well.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Well, apparently that was long ago already.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action.
Alright. So something is fishy. I get it. Yeah, sure, I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, and apparently already got some codex stuff from this. Alright, so we talked to Navigator Presley. Let's see what else we can find here.
Prime Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Alright, we have Corporal Jenkins and Dr. Chuck was here. If I'm not mistaken, Corporal is a pretty low rank, so let's talk to these guys as well.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, that guy is very excited, right? Yeah, relax, Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Well, apparently it's not just another mission. There's something very special about this mission if I'm going to trust my navigator, but I'm sure you'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Yeah, but just don't play the hero here, right?
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Alright. And again, I can apparently ask some basic stuff here, so let's do this.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
That guy is so excited. Tell me about the Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Well, that does sound kind of shady. And there are no human Spectres.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. What you did on Torfin, that's what they're looking for. Success at any cost, ruthless efficiency, show no mercy.
Okay, apparently this part of the dialogue relates to my chosen background. I'm not a monster, I could do that. Spectres sound dangerous. Well, I suppose I could do that.
Sounds like my kind of job.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
Okay. Yeah, let's investigate further. Yeah, tell me about Eden Prime as well.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
And why are we going there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
That was kind of a stupid question anyway. I mean, if she as a commander doesn't know why we're going there, why should the corporal know, right? So, alright, I think we ask all of this. In that case, goodbye.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Right, but before we go to the captain, let me have a look around. There's something on top here. Galaxy map. Only the commanding officer may specify a destination for the Normandy. Okay, so apparently I can't do this. And somehow I'm always trying to use the search button, but this isn't Inquisition. There is no search button here, so I just have to look around to see if there's something of interest. Yeah, I think there isn't really anything else in here, so maybe we can go and finally talk to the captain. I like that the guys are saluting when I come close to them. That's very professional attitude there. Anyway, let's go and yeah, go to the comm room, right? I guess it's over here. Yes, it is. All right. And apparently Nihilus is here. Let's talk to him.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
I like how these aliens look like. This is a very nice start. They look really interesting. So, what do you want to talk about?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I honestly wouldn't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Is it a threat? I don't know if it's a threat. That would be a very hidden threat, I think. So why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Well, apparently it's so obvious that even my navigator knows it, so yeah.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Okay, and why the secrecy?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why did we tell the Council? I don't know, but let's ask it.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Okay.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Like hell he is. No, let's stay professional here. So why?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Yes, you put my name forward.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Well, fair enough. And do you support this as well, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay, but let's investigate first. Okay, so some more knowledge, investigate options, so let's use them all.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Again, if this is something that is taught in schools, then it's obvious that Shepard already knows about all of this, but I'm going to ask it all anyway.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
The beacon, right?
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Such as?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
And let's continue the stupid question. The Terminus systems?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright, this was a lot of information all at once, but I think I have some basic idea what's going on here, so yeah, I'm ready to go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Oh dear.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Oh dear, what is that? That looked like a giant hand.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Well, they're not kidding around, and apparently shit gets really quickly here.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Well, again, I'm going to be professional here, and of course he can count on us.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
So, here I am. And yeah, apparently
This place
I
got hit hard, Commander.
have a team.
Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Interesting. Very, very red sky. So I have the excited Jenkins in my team and Kaden Alenko. Okay. Maybe this is a good time to look at my... Right, this one, my character. Click on a talent to spend points and improve that ability. Mouse over a talent for more information. Select each squad member to spend their points. And yeah, apparently I already have some points, so maybe this is a good time to get this done. So yeah, I have been getting some advice on this as well. So I have my different weapons and my different skills over here. And I have this one, Charm and Intimidate. I figure this will work similar to the Intimidate and Persuade of Dragon Age Origins. And I need to spend some points into this to actually be able to use them. Now, I have been getting the advice that I should not split my points, but should focus on one of them. And my Charm and Intimidate abilities will increase with my Paragon and Renegade points. Apparently at the moment I'm just a little bit Renegade and not Paragon at all. And yeah, apparently it is advantageous for you if you focus on one of these things, like mostly Paragon, mostly Renegade, and make your decisions and dialogue choices in a way that you increase either the Paragon or the Renegade score. But to be honest, I find that kind of limiting, that I have to slavishly, stick to a certain path and certain dialogue options just to increase my score in that regard. So I think I will focus on one of them, but I will occasionally, deviate from it and pick something else as well. So I don't want to be like 100% Paragon or 100% Renegade. I will focus on one side, but I will also use some other options occasionally. And likewise, I will probably focus on either Charm and Intimidate, most likely Charm, because from my experience I tend to use that sort of dialogue more than I actually use Intimidate. But I want to have at least a few points in Intimidate as well, so that I can use it occasionally. So I think I'm just going to give 1 point into each. And yeah, this is health, this is damage. I don't know, just some additional health may not be a bad idea. And so we have Kaden, he is a sentinel, and he also has some points to spend. Okay, I see. So if I spend enough points into throw, then at some point I will unlock lift, which is this bar over here. And right, I can unlock stasis if I put enough points into barrier. Yeah, barrier sounds like a good thing to have. So I think adds a biotic barrier to your shield that absorbs damage but cannot block attacks that bypass shields. Yeah, sure, let's give him barrier. And this is first aid, restores 40 health for all wounded party members. Again, that seems like a good thing to have. Let's use this. And we have Jenkins, who is also a soldier. So I suppose he can have some skills into, yeah, assault rifles, I guess. Overkill allows long bursts of accurate assault rifle fire. And maybe a point into soldier. Alright, there we go. And let's have a look at my journal. You are in charge of the ground team dropped onto Eden Prime, an Alliance colony under attack. Your primary goal is to find and secure the Proton Beacon. But I think this is actually a good time to make our first cut, so let's end our first episode of Mass Effect here. And yes, in the next episode we will explore this new place and hopefully find out what's going on here, because apparently this over there was not supposed to happen. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you again next time.